Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 6 o'clock and we begin tonight with a 13-year-old boy who is accused of stabbing and killing a 61-year-old man over the cash in his wallet. That teen tonight is charged with murder, and the prosecutor now wants this teen waived to adult court. Our Rich and I went to Anderson today to see where and how this happened.
Mark Miles would have turned 62 early next month. The candles are a memorial on the porch of his house where he died.
Mostly just hung out with the people that came by and kind of stayed to himself, maybe a couple barbecues on his front porch or whatnot.
Miles went to the gas station convenience store across the street on October 3rd. City cameras allegedly show him talking to a 13-year-old boy in the parking lot about 2:30 p.m. Court records say the boy admitted to seeing a lot of cash in Miles's wallet and following him home.
Police say the boy made up several lies about what brought him to this house and how he wound up inside, before eventually admitting that he wanted to rob Mark Miles and wound up killing him.
Court records say Miles was stabbed multiple times in the chest and stomach with a knife from his kitchen. The boy's mother called police when he came home with about $500.
There's no amount of money or anything in this world that's worth the loss of life, and it's unfortunate when that may have been the intention and something like this happens.
The 13-year-old is charged with murder in the act of a felony, and robbery. The prosecutor is asking the case to go to adult court.
You have to learn, what the facts of the case are, what the underlying circumstances, and any history. But I take the view that if you're old enough to know what you're doing and you intentionally take the life of another person, we're going to try you as an adult.
But a 13-year-old.
Yeah, that is quite sad.
A juvenile judge decides if the case is moved to adult court. In Anderson, Rich Nye, 13 News.
The chief deputy prosecutor told us he's not aware of any other cases in Madison County where a defendant as young as 13 was charged with murder. It has been a warm day all across central Indiana right now, and we want to give you a live look from central Florida. There's a sinkhole that has been created because of some heavy flooding. Wow. So we continue to watch these sad scenes, this brutal scenes that we see all across Florida after Hurricane Milton roared ashore. But we'll continue to monitor that. But we do want to talk about what's happening here in central Indiana because, as we mentioned, warm day today.
Warm day today after another cool morning.
Yep.
Not quite as cool tomorrow morning, and even warmer as we kick off the weekend. Lots to talk about on this Friday evening. Right now we have temperatures between 75 and 80 degrees. 75 Connorsville and Greensburg, 80 in Tipton, 79 degrees in Bunker Hill. It's going to be really nice sunset and really nice for high school football. Temperatures will be in the 70s for kickoff, dropping into the 60s by the fourth quarter. Our game of the week, Center Grove and Lawrence North. Let's stick with football. IU has a bye, Ball State away, Purdue away this weekend. So if you're headed up to South Bend to see the Irish at home, there will be the chance of a couple of spotty showers. That is a 3:30 kickoff in South Bend. And you can see with Future Track 13, the focus for the rain chance mainly across the northern part of the state. This is early evening on Saturday at 5 p.m. That will head toward Cleveland, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, and stay to our north. The tail end later Saturday night, early Sunday brings us a slight rain chance, and there will be another cold front arriving Sunday evening that also brings us a rain chance, and behind it much cooler air. We're going to go from highs in the 80s to lows in the 30s in your 7-day forecast.
All right, Angela, thanks so much. Right now, a 14-year-old is in the hospital after being hit by a driver on the far east side of Indianapolis. All of this unfolding last night while he was riding his bike on Cumberland Road. Tonight, our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick shares the search for the driver and the frustration tonight from this teen's family.
14-year-old Wilberto Rivera now fighting for his life at Riley Hospital. His family desperate to find the person who hit him.
Turn yourself in. You know you hit a kid. Turn yourself in. What if it was your kid? What if it was your kid? Turn yourself in. Say something, please.
Police say Wilberto was riding his bike with friends on Cumberland Road Thursday night when a driver hit him from behind and kept going. By the time officers arrived, Wilberto was already in critical condition. His family telling 13 News he was on fall break and heading home at the time.
Wonderful kid. He was hell on wheels. He was loved by all of us, and he loved all of us. He deserves to be here. He doesn't deserve this.
According to Indy Ped Crisis, there's been more than 100 hit and runs this year in Indianapolis, 18 of them being fatal. Again, police are asking anyone with information about this hit and run to come forward, either to IMPD or anonymously to Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
Tonight, IMPD is also trying to figure out the driver who hit and killed a man on the near northeast side this morning. Right now, we know that man was found dead near 25th and Keystone around 5 this morning. Tonight, we're working to find out who that man was and if police have any leads on the suspected driver of the car that was involved. Tonight at 6 o'clock, state lawmakers are now weighing in on this controversy surrounding a former Center Township constable. Just days ago, Denise Hatch was removed from office after pleading guilty to official misconduct and gun charges stemming from multiple arrests this year. Today, State Senator Aaron Freeman told us her actions are not a reflection of the position she held and should not cause us to lose sight of the good work being done by other constables around Marion County. Senator Freeman added he is willing to sponsor legislation during the next session to look at how the offices of Marion County Township constables operate. Now, as for the position that's left vacant by Hatch, the Marion County Democratic Party has 30 days to find a replacement. Fallen IMPD officer Brienne Leith will have a lasting memorial in the area where she grew up and served her community. Our Emily Longnecker is here tonight to explain what that memorial is and who's responsible for getting it done. Emily?
Well, Brienne Leith's fellow officers with IMPD remembered her sacrifice as they unveiled these signs that will be at either end of a memorial mile in Leith's honor. One will sit on the end of town where she served with IMPD, the other in the area where she grew up.
A stretch of US 52 from German Church Road to Davis Road will now be known as the Officer Brienne Leith Memorial Mile. Leith's family, including her son Zane and many officers from her police family, were on hand for the ceremony, remembering all Leith gave to the Indianapolis community. Leith's final sacrifice was her life while responding to a domestic disturbance. Even now, 4 years later, the pain of losing her is still there for her family.
Since the day that she was taken from us, I can honestly say that there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about her and that I don't think about that day. And I can say that as time has gone on, that I get more emotional about it than what I did back then.
Leith's mother, Jenny, was also there to see her daughter honored.
I just can't say thank you enough, and sometimes that's all you can say. So, thank you.
And the lawmakers who made these signs possible, State Representative Mitch Gore and State Senator Aaron Freeman, said that they hope this memorial mile and these signs serve as a reminder to Leith's young son that they will never forget his mother's sacrifice and always be there for him. On the east side, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
Every year, IMPD holds a Be Like Bree challenge. This is where you can sign up to do physical fitness challenges, things like running, doing sit-ups, and push-ups. Still ahead on our Friday evening, another local restaurant shining a national spotlight on the Indianapolis food scene. We want to take you inside the latest spot to be featured on the Food Network. Angela?
Scott, enjoy the 70s and 80s this weekend because there is a chilly change coming in your forecast.
But first tonight, another weekend, another round of interstate closures. You'll see which stretch INDOT is targeting for repairs beginning tomorrow. That's next.